Hey guys, this is Captain Frugal reporting for duty, and today I want to talk about a video that I watched. This is going to be a response video, if you will, based on a video that I seen here from RGT 85. So I hope you sit back and enjoy the video. All right, guys. So here we go. I recently watched this video just this morning from RGT 85. He's got a lot of subscribers. He did this video, "The Truth About a Life," after YouTube. With "I'm done," a little bit of a clickbait thing, and he knew that. Just for the record, this is no slight against RGT 85. As a matter of fact, I really enjoy his content. My wife watches his content too, especially she really loves his Nintendo stuff. So once again, no slight to RGT. As a matter of fact, I really enjoyed that he talked about the potential life after having a YouTube channel and what the work involved in it is, but it brought up some thoughts that I wanted to share, something that I am considered an expert in the field, and especially after I read a lot of the comments in the comment section. So he brought up a point in his video about like 401k and things like that.
The 401k stuff is, I feel, more interesting because you see a lot of people talking about that, oh, well, you don't have a 401k, you're not saving money, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that's not necessarily the case. Like I said, it varies from person to person. All I could talk about is myself. Now, I'm not going to.
Now, the reason I mentioned that is he had some great points there.
Give you guys
person by person basis there. I wanted to make sure I try not to catch him in an odd position. This is not a gotcha video. So anyway, my point is this. I don't know if he has a 401k or anything here, but he talks about the business side of things. And this is an area a lot of people tend to fail at and to understand. And he goes on to mention people are blowing all the money he earns. And I can tell from what he's speaking that he doesn't do that. Now, what he does with his money, there is the questionable thing. And that's none of my business, none of your business, or anything at all. But he brought up the topic, so I thought it would be worthwhile to discuss. And especially because of the things I read in the comments section. So going on in the comment section there, he had a lot of good things that were said that I think were a nice touch there, that they were brought up in there, and just explaining things about having a career as YouTube and the benefits of a 401k. And here, that's what I really wanted to talk about there, is you're investing in your future. Because if and I hope this is not the case, if you're just putting your money into a savings account, your money is actually losing buying power every year because of inflation, and taxes are exceeding right now the interest that you can earn on that savings account. Now, with anything, there is always risk that's going to be involved there. Now, when people mention 401k, 403b, Roth IRA, they really in most cases don't know what they're talking about. That's just really how they're going to be taxed. What they're looking at is, in most cases, is mutual funds. So let's actually talk about that and the benefit of moving forward, because one of the people put in, and I'm not going to spotlight it by putting their name on or anything, a really horrible advice. And I hope no YouTubers take this guy's advice, or this person. They could be a woman, I don't know who they are. But anyway, they mentioned getting a 30-year policy of life insurance that has a $1 million payout. Now, first of all, for one that has a cash value payout of that amount of money, is a very expensive life insurance policy. And that threw up huge flags there if somebody doesn't know, because they said, I told my kids this and everything. I was like, oh no, don't do that. First of all, it's a terrible investment. The cost of that policy is going to be so expensive that by the time you put all that money into it, you have lost a lot of money on the table. And I'm going to give you a real brief explanation here. First of all, 401k, Roth IRA, once again, is tax things. So what they're investing their money in is mutual funds. YouTuber, one of their best things they could probably be doing is, first of all, putting their money into a Roth IRA. Things like that. Now, a lot of financial advisors will tell you that after you've explored all your other really good beneficial options for reducing taxable penalties and things like that you get on those kinds of things. Taxes, I shouldn't say, is penalty. It's just a cost of business, unfortunately. But that's probably the last thing into that life insurance that you should be putting your money in. Because really what life insurance is temporarily renting wealth. It's saying if I pass away before I earn this amount of money to have for myself, that I will have this. And so therefore, what some people go, what about the cash value? Well, this is where you got to be careful. Those are, if you look, they never actually call that an investment. Legally, in a lot of cases, it's not even allowed to be classified as an investment. They're so bad, just so you know, because you wasted so much money. What you should be doing instead is, if you feel you need life insurance, which is fine. I'm not telling you don't get life insurance. You get what you need to be covered, but don't be investing in ones with cash value and everything else. You set up a plan for yourself. That way you have that in case you pass away, and you leave to those people that need it, that money to survive. But you have enough to do that while you build your own wealth. Because here's the thing, you can't take it with you. When you die, that's how you collect. And that means you don't get it, your beneficiaries do. So when those cash value, building cash value plans are really actually taking a lot of your money that you could have been investing in building your own financial future. So I'm going to go something really simplistic here, okay? Let's say you started with $0 at age 25 and you decided you're going to retire at 65. That means you're going to be, we're going to do this monthly. So it means you're going to have 480 months that you're investing money. Okay, 480 months. Okay, that's 1 month every month. That's 12 months a year. Okay, for 40 years, 480 payments. We're going to compound that monthly. Now let's say this: the average right now over around a 50-year term is a little under 12%. So you're looking at 11 point something percent return on investment on your interest rate, which on a bank account and a savings account is less than 1% right now, just so you know. But let's say you were ultra conservative. I mean, we want to make sure that we're putting all of our money into things that are not going to lose anything. This is just for an example purpose. I'm going to give you a before and after too, okay? So we're talking 9%. Just so you know, there's never been a mutual fund ever in history that's went bankrupt. And it's because, well, a lot of people don't understand how a mutual fund works. You're actually not investing all your money into one company, which is dangerous. If you want a video on that as well, or want some additional information, contact me. I'd be more than happy to walk you through this. Okay, so we're going to have 480 periods. So let's say you decide you're going to invest $120 a month. Okay, this YouTuber say, hey, I'm going to start putting $120 a month into a Roth IRA. Okay, he doesn't even his maximum contribution of $6,000 a year at that point. So just so you know. Now, if we did this over a period of 480 payments, that is, you think about this now. Okay, I'm going to pull up a calculator here because I want you to see this number here. Okay, because it's really not that much. We're going to have 480 payments times $120 each payment, which means they've invested a total of $57,600. There we go. $57,600 in total of their investment, okay, into their future by just putting that amount of money away. $57,600. Now that we've got that much at 9% interest rate, once again, incredibly conservative, that means that their future value is they're going to have over $561,000. Okay, and that's at only 9%. Now remember, I said that is ultra conservative. In most cases, you should be able to get, especially if you get a financial planner, at least 11-12% minimum. So I'm going to bump that up to 11, which is still, once again, very easy to do. And yet you have over $1 million. Okay, now think about it. Well, you just said, well, that one person's amount of money they put in for an insurance plan. Yeah, you know what? That life insurance plan would have costed a ton more than this. Okay, easily more than this. With that kind of cash payout, it would have been astronomically more than this. And that, once again, is just at putting 120. So why is this important? Because it's important to have a backup plan. And RGT mentioned that, and I think that was phenomenal that he did. He talked about that. So something I want to stress with all the YouTubers that are doing this as a career, we can't bank on YouTube to be here forever. We can't do it, and that's not safe. So what I would recommend is putting a nest egg aside, building that, as well as keeping your resume up to date at all times. Make sure you have a resume. And he brought up great points of the skills that you are learning. And as you are learning and acquiring those skills of running your own business, because that's what it is, make sure you're reflecting that on your resume. That way you have that. And it's also good just for you. So you have a list of your growth and things like that. So in case you ever need it, you are all set. Now, I'm not telling you to rush out and get a 401k or Roth IRA. It's up to you and your choices. But I'm going to tell you, the majority of people in the United States alone do not have adequate amount of money to support themselves. When it's retirement, they think they're going to survive on Social Security. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not trying to pull a scare tactic here, but we can't trust Social Security. And I'm not trying to be anti-government, just never know how long you'll be until you can get it, because they like to raise it. What's the best, is it really enough to really live on? It's in your hands. Once again, this was $120 a month at 11%. If we put that as just $100 and they were getting it, once again, this should be easy. The annual for the last 50 years, annual rate was just a little under 12%. See, we're still at $100 payment at getting still less than 12%. We're still getting over $1 million put away. And once again, you don't have to die to get this. This is money that you get to live on. And here's a nice little tip here. When you have that much money, when you have $1 million, okay, so let's say we're going to put in $1 million, okay. So there we go, it's $100,000. There we go, $1 million. And let's decide then you're moving your money into more secure, safe things. Let's say you decide you're going to live on interest alone. Okay. And so you're just going to put in stuff that's really safe and you're going to pull out 6%. That gives you $60,000 a year to live off of. Okay. So that's the goal, is to build that wealth so that way you have that for your future. Now there is, and this is important, there is no guarantee that anything will ever be there for the future. There is risk in everything. But I ask you this, what's more risky? Putting money away in things that have had a history of being successful, or doing nothing and hoping for the best? Now that's up to you to decide. Once again, this was not a shot at RGT. I love his channel and I think he's offered some really wonderful advice. I just thought this would be a nice addition to it to say, hey, YouTubers, if you are out there, one of those that are spending every dollar that you're getting, please think of your future and the potential of what you could do and have, because you never know when you're going to need it. All right, everybody, thanks for watching this video. I know it was numbers, so you probably didn't care about it as much. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you want to help out my channel, because, yep, I'm going to throw it in there too, because like he said, it's all about the dollar. You can help my channel too. Maybe help me. Maybe I helped you a lot. Throw a little bit my way. We have a subscribe star. We have a Patreon, as well as a one-time donation that's available as well that you can give. You can see all the info in the info bar down below. Share your thoughts. If you have any opinions of what would work best for you, or for others that you think might be helpful for others to know, please, by all means, let us, let's share that. Let's help everybody. That was the whole point of this video. It wasn't like, hey, I gotcha. It was, hey, let's help some people out here. All right, everybody, thank you for your time. And until next time, keep it frugal.